Hey there everyone, I am Jump, and I have a guest commentator who will introduce himself after I finish this sentence.
I'm Shakes.
Yep, that is Shakes.
Yeah.
He is here with us in the Jumpy the Hat studio for World of Goo. That's not the right profile, maybe I should do that instead. Yes, there we go.
Okay.
We are on Chapter 1. Have you been keeping up to date with my Let's Plays?
I'm sorry, I haven't. I'm very bad at keeping up to date with a lot of things.
That's fair.
Hey, you're as far as I am in the game, though.
Okay. Well, that's good. Let's do Tumblr. It has really good music.
It does. Okay.
Okay. Alright. I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, but green balls, you can place them, and then you can replace them. Like, you can pick them up as long as you don't pick up other goo balls. Damn it! Okay.
But do they...
Yes, you can pick them up and replace them. And for this one, the pipe is up here, near the top. You have to build up the goo balls.
You can pick and replace them. Couldn't you do that normally with all the other... What's so special about green?
I don't know. It's like... Green is... It's the color of life, and life is ever-changing, and the position is ever-changing with these green goo balls.
Yeah, but you could do that with the black goo balls, couldn't you?
No.
Really?
You can't replace the black ones. Once they're there forever. Because
Oh.
black is the color of death, and their position is finalized.
I think your symbolism is a bit much.
Fool, it is not too much. It is the best.
No!
Okay. That is okay. All is not lost.
You're gonna place these until you just completely fill up the entire thing.
Check this out.
I'm looking.
That's not what I meant to do.
Can you eventually get every one of these into there?
Every one but one.
And that's what you're trying to do?
Yes. As I said in the first video, there are a few levels that I will be getting 100% on, and others that I won't. Actually, I'm just gonna go with how I did for now, and I will come back later and get the OCD for that later.
You did well.
Yeah,
That's the point.
I did twice as much as the minimum,
I see.
which isn't bad.
So now what level are you going to do? Oh.
I'm gonna do Fisty's Bog. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm sorry. It's hard to. I was a child of the internet.
Okay.
Oh god, what's wrong with him?
He has tumors in his eyes, and that's why they're so big.
I feel so bad for him. The goo balls seem to just be, like, destroying him.
Alright, these are balloon balls. They cannot be collected by pipes, but what they can do is work like helium-filled balloons and, like, lift up the structure,
Yes.
which is good.
Makes sense.
And after a while, you're not going to be putting balloons at every single one, because if you get too high, these spikes will kill you.
Oh.
So
I've noticed the,
You have to keep it a good balance.
Yeah. I've noticed that it's really annoying that everything is constantly moving. I don't know if anybody else has that hindrance, but I really don't like a lot of it.
It's definitely a lot to keep track of.
The physics of the structures after they're built, I mean, the movement of them, they keep wobbling up and down, back and forth.
Yeah.
And then the goo balls themselves move back and forth along the lines of
It's
goo.
definitely a game that you need to have very good spatial logic reasoning to be able to be good at. Oh, shit. Let's do that again. Once that happens, it's pretty much over.
That's okay. I still feel so bad for this frog. Just gears coming out of his back.
Well, that's...
Just help me.
Well, that's how he lived.
Oh, God.
It's the only life he's ever known.
Why are you using me like this? I feel so bad for him.
It is how he lived. It is his only known life. like he is happy that way, for it is the only pain he has ever known is life.
I didn't know...
That is very depressing.
I didn't know World of Goo was so philosophical.
Actually, in all seriousness, it actually does have a lot of commentary on, like, things like capitalism. Spoilers. But,
Oh, thanks. I guess I've not played that far into the game.
yeah, honestly, it's really, quote-unquote, subtle.
Is it? Because right now, it's very environmental. I mean, it's not really obvious that it's trying to be environmental, but
Yeah.
nonetheless it is.
I believe that was the maximum amount of goo balls I could get.
Is it?
Yes.
Good job.
Maybe, because you have to get, like, one for every one, and then... Yeah, and see, the balloons, they do not go in.
Yeah.
That is not how they work.
Okay.
But,
Anyway, continue.
we are 6 minutes in. That's good.
Keeping track of the time.
Yes. I actually am trying to keep a proper time limit. Because if a Let's Play is like an hour long,
Well, if
you have to remember where you left off if you want to, like, stop and go do something else.
A good time limit is really like 15 to 20 minutes. Almost like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Let's do chain.
Chain?
Chain.
Chain.
Balance, it says.
Hmm.
So a hint. There are two things.
I'm really bad at physics puzzles.
Statues.
I'm really bad at this game. So where's the pipe in this one?
As you can see, there's a little arrow here that points you in the direction of the pipe. There
okay.
it is.
Okay, I didn't realize that, I guess. I usually just
So,
run around until I find it.
So there's green goo balls here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build down on the chain to wake up these goo balls. Hey, smell the coffee. And,
Ooh.
hey, you shush.
Smell the coffee.
And, as long as we can get them all up there, good.
Okay.
Now, as long as they're up there, it's good.
Don't you have goo balls on the opposite side? No?
I do.
Ah.
And that's why these are green.
I
can
suppose
just pick them up, and
that-
I can use them over there.
that makes so much sense.
I know, it's...
Do you get time bonuses in this game? For completing a level under a certain
Yes
amount
and
of time?
no. As I mentioned in my first two videos, I forget which one exactly, there's these things called OCDs, which are like the very best ways you can do a level. And each individual level has a particular criterion, which...
25 or more. And that's basically the
for
perfect
this particular level is... The perfect is 25 or more balls.
That
In
makes sense.
others, it's a certain number of moves, and in others, it's a certain time.
Oh, basic. So it's not all the same.
It's not all the same. So there's different varieties because there's a myriad way of doing each level because many of them are very different. So let's pick those up.
That makes sense.
Let's see what the sign painter has to say. It's a feud. It's like Hatfields and McCoys. Aw. See what I said about social commentary?
Yeah. So wait, the sign painter eats goo? What a sick bastard.
Hey, it's capitalism. Americans will eat anything. Yep.
Oh, social commentary.
Yep. Put all the goo balls up. Oh, whoops. Lost one. Luckily, if a goo ball is awake, you can just use him anywhere.
That's nice.
And you can just pick him up and put him there. Oh, shit.
Well, it'll come back, don't worry.
You're right. There it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch. Luckily, goo is elastic.
That is nice.
Okay, now here's a really cool thing about goo balls, or green goo balls in particular, that it's the trick of getting the OCD for the tumbler level that I wasn't able to do here. Check this out. Floating in midair.
Oh, I see.
So now you just pick up all the goo balls and put them
Nice.
in there. And then the very last one,
It was just the one on the end?
the one on the end, you pick that off. And that one is the one that you can't get with. And as you see, there's a little thing. I'm pointing, which is good for audio.
I'm sure they can see that.
Yes.
Thank you.
It said OCD there. Little. I don't. So many things that I mention, I forget if I mention them in my first 2 videos.
Well, they'll always know. I mean, hey, do you see that there?
Oh. Get. Okay. Well, I think that was enough for our first part. Next time on World of Goo, we do Tower of Goo and probably other levels as well. And there may be more guest commentators, such as the same one that we had in this video. So for now, I am Jump.
I'm Shakes.
And this is Let's Play World of Goo. Come back for the next part. See ya.
Bye.